That guy is still clapping in the Ed Hardy shirt. I just want you to know that. The Ed Hardy guy is still clapping for Game 6. Right, so how you guys doing, right? I'm doing pretty good tonight. I just got back from Disneyland. Everybody likes Disneyland, right? Have you seen that? They just reopened Captain EO in 3D. I guess it's this big Avatar thing. It was like 3D, right? And so through the magic of Walt Disney, they say that Michael Jackson will now touch you in ways he's never touched you before. Right? Leave it to the magic of Walt Disney to allow Michael Jackson to touch small children from beyond the grave, right? There's a sign outside that says no one over this height allowed. Alright, so what else do we got? So, anybody Laker fans in here? Did you guys see that game last night? That was amazing, right?
Yeah.
You know, I love the Lakers. I'm a huge Laker fan, right? And you know, I'm going to Vegas later. I love to gamble. So all my friends are like, Todd, you love the Lakers, you love gambling, let's put it together, right? Let's do that. And I say, no. Right? And they said, why not? I said, well, because I love the Lakers like I love a woman. That means I'm loyal, I trust her, I'll be there for her, I'll support her when she's down, but I'm not giving her my money. Right? Hey, I have faith. It's not about my money. That shit ain't come back. You ever given a woman $100? Yeah, you come back with none. It's serious. So, and I was dating this girl recently, and she's a little religious girl, right? And I think that's why it ended, right? Because I'm Christian and she's Catholic, and there's no big deal there, right, guys? Right? No difference, right? Well, I found out there is, right? Because Catholics, you guys have the 10 Commandments, right? Well, I'm a Methodist. We have what's called the 10 Suggestions, right? That means thou shalt not steal, unless the Lakers just won the championship, everybody's looting, and everybody else is doing it, so go grab yourself a new pair of Kobe's, right? You know, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, unless she's a lot fucking hotter than yours, right? You know, this guy knows, he's like, fuck yeah, dude, how do you think I'm here with this one? So, and you know, then the last one, you know, thou shalt not kill, unless that bitch deserved it. That's how OJ got off. So, let's see, what else is going on around here? Oh, so, let's see, where are my Latinos at? Do I have any Latinos in the audience tonight? Wow, only one. Do you know why I only have one? Because everybody else is at home getting ready for that incredible yard sale they have, right? Have you guys been to a Latino yard sale? Right? I mean, seriously, y'all live in Los Angeles, you had to have been to one. They have like 3 on your block every other day, right? And it's like shopping at Ross. No, wait. It's like shopping at the Super Kmart, right? Because they have everything. They have the clothes neatly divided into sections. You can shop for your baby. You can shop for your daughter. You're going back to school shopping. We going to Kmart Mall? No, we're going to Poncho's down the street, right? Because they have automotives. They have the food court section. You know, they've mastered that shit, right? Have you seen these little guys? They're out there with like a propane can and a fucking cookie sheet, and they're making bacon hot dogs, right? Everybody's been to the food court at the Super K, right? And you know, if you get a really good one where the guy's like married a Vietnamese neighbor, right? They have the mani-pedi stand down at the end to keep you there while you're buying your finest assortment of Virgin Mary candles this side of East LA. So, yeah. So is everybody working tonight? Everybody got a job? Everybody, no, let's listen. Okay, I'm sorry. So you took this guy on a date then, right? You guys dating? Anybody? Who's on a date? Anybody in here on a date? Well, fuck it, let's just move on from that one, because that sucked. So I'm working, and you know, as a comic, you don't make that much money. So let me tell you, you have to have a day job. So my day job is a little extravagant. I work at a sex shop. Right? That's what I'm saying, right? And you think that sounds awesome. I mean, you think that, like, I work at a sex shop. I must be like the Batman of sex toys. I'm like, no. When you work at a sex shop, you start at the bottom. And when I say the bottom, I mean the bottom, right? You clean the windows of the little booths, and they call you a jizz mopper. Yeah, did you hear this guy say ooh? Don't anybody in here say ooh, because every single one of you men has cleaned up jizz off your own belly at some time or another, and most of you ladies have helped. Let me tell you the difference. I get paid, you get dinner. So, right? Oh, you don't even get dinner, do you? Oh.
I already came from.
Oh, okay. That's why they give me the glove and I scrub. And again, start at the bottom. Thanks. Rub it in a little bit. So, you know, you work really hard. You scrub, you scrub, you scrub. Yeah, you scrub a lot. Your arm is very strong at the end of the week. And you work your way up to the coveted position of the dildo counter. Right, that's fucking awesome, man. Now you do get to become happy. Now you get to find shit. Like, dude, I can hook you up with some shit that will send your woman to Venus tonight. It's like, woo! And seriously, selling dick to women, every guy in here has tried to give a woman a dick for free, right? I'm selling it to them! Give me more, and I'm not going to jail. So there's like 3 main rules at the dildo counter too, right? So if you abide by these rules, you can sell a dildo to anyone. So, number 1, for those cheap, you don't want to spend a lot of money on those lonely nights when their husbands are out of town, there's the Matt Damon. It's $25. It's almost enough to get you off, but it usually doesn't quite make it through the end of the race. So, for $35, you can get the Antonio Banderas. It's a little Latin love and spice in your life, and it's really good for the rear. Right? So, and then the ladies know, for about $75, you get this little thing. It comes with batteries. It's really not a little thing. And we call it the JZ, right? The ladies love this. We do not recommend anal with the JZ. You won't walk straight. This guy's laughing because he's like, I'm fucking trying it, man. I was like, I'm Oompa Loompa for a week, dude. It was like, yeah. So, anyways, you remember these rules, you do fine. And it's really not that hard to sell a dildo to a woman, right? Because you're there, you know exactly why you're there. You come in, and you get these little timid white women, right? They come in, they're all with their girlfriend. They're all, I mean, seriously, it's like your mom. Your mom comes in all excited because, yeah, right, seriously, that's fucked up. But yeah, I sold your mom a dildo last week. So, but they come into the counter, they're like, and I said, so what do you want? And they, no. Do you want the Antonio? No. You want the Jay-Z? Yes. And man, they walk out. Have you ever seen a woman when she buys a dildo, dude? That is like the happiest thing in her life. She doesn't have to suck it. She doesn't have to do anything but clean it, right? Because she just skips out. You're just like, damn. I wish I was that dildo. So, it's my first day at the dildo counter though, right? It's not doing a lot. It's been a good day. I sold a couple Matt Damons, which is a feat in itself. And then, you know, not many Antonios, a couple Jay-Z's. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And this big, ginormous, voluptuous black woman walks in. And we're talking like Precious, right? You know what I'm talking about, like Monique? She's like... There's a little piece of chicken out of her thing. I put it away. Boy, I need me some dick. Well, ma'am, we have the magic. Must be no. So over here we have the Jay-Z then. It's $75. Boy, what do I look like? Your little sister. Do you need me to take you home and teach you? So she's like, how much for that plaid one up there? You mean the lumberjack? That's a special model. You take this down, you twist the top off, you fill it with hot liquid, you shake it up and jam it in, and you're good to go. It's $275. Sold. Bam, cash out, gone, right? My manager comes in, he says, Todd, how did we do today? I said, we did fucking fantastic today. I sold 3 Matt Damons, I sold 2 Antonio Banderas, 8 Jay-Z's of course, but I sold your thermos for $275. Thank you very much, I'm Todd Maugh, that's my time.